not going to take too much time on this, but I did a video not too long ago. You guys have probably seen when I talk about I said if I was a status, I'd be suing the pants off of these people that run these smear campaigns in which they really call you these over the top derogatory names. Now, because I'm not a status, I wouldn't do that. I can handle a bunch of words, but that doesn't apply to everybody else. There's a story right here where J.K. Rowling threatened legal action against its activists who called them this. As documented here, it says J.K. Rowling hit back at a self-described drag queen performer, J.J. Wells, after he tweeted she also is a Nazi, or at least has views that align with them. That's how they always try to, they often can't actually say that you're one. I've shown examples of this. If they can't actually point to anything that you are, matter of fact, just for the sake of the conversation, I'm going to find this tweet that it's the same thing where it's like, well, you're either a Nazi or you're a white supremacist or you're adjacent or you're something close to it because I can't actually pin it on you. Watch this. Let me show you this real quick. Let me scroll down here. I got a funny one here. This guy basically said the same thing about me. We'll get back to that story, but I just thought about this. He says, because it's an ideology supported by a set of beliefs and action. This is what he says. It says July, me, obviously. He says, may not expressly be a white supremacist, but he undoubtedly he is, he probably meant undoubtedly someone who, whether knowingly or not, or unknowingly or not, aligns with their ideals and advances their agenda through his own unique actions. So, okay, he may not be one, but I want to call him one, so I'm going to try to loosely tie him to that. It's the same thing. These people are weird. J.K. Rowling, who is a raging leftist herself, so you could quite maybe say that she did it to herself. And this is what she's getting kind of what she deserves, because she certainly participated in, let's say, some definitely during this, not this past election, but the one before. She's had her things to say about other people as well. But here it goes. He says, or it says that they deleted the tweet. This J.J. Wells person. I would like to publicly apologize. This is what they say. You can see the tweets right here. And it said, well, let me back up a little bit. The novelist, as it says right here, okie dokie, JJ, we'll play it your way. Give me regards to your, give me regards to your solicitor. And so he does end up going through 3 tweets, and he says, I would also like to retract my likening to J.K. Rowling, any far right or Nazi organization, and emphasize I do not wish any harm inclusive of J.K. Rowling to come to any harm. So as to be expected, these people have had their things to say about J.K. We already know that. She is basically, even though she is a complete leftist, raging leftist, according to them, she's a far-right supremacist. That's kind of what this is. And because she has one position that they don't agree, this being kind of one of them, I guess you can say that, they have taken issue with that. And that's on the whole issue of transgenderism and all that stuff. And she threatened someone. And now they were like, okay, I don't want to go there. And look, I know this is what people have told me to do all the time because they're actually scared of that. That's not me. You know what I mean? I'm not a state, so I'm definitely over words. I wish that we would stop doing that type of stuff where we're suing people based on mean words, trying to take advantage of these stupid civil rights laws and other laws that exist where, instead of taking it up with the person that maybe you have an issue with, it's, hey, I'm going to run to the state to try to solve it for over mean words. I'm not built like that. That's not who it is that I am, even though, yeah, there's slanderous, libelous claims that people have made about me and folks that are in our pocket of the internet, our corner of the internet. That's what they do, but I just wanted to share the story because I do think it's kind of hilarious that once they got threatened, you see these people, as they call her, what they have called me before. Doesn't make any sense. Of course it doesn't make any sense, but they don't need it to. It's more of they want to align you with something that's evil and that everybody acknowledges almost universally that these are evil people, and they want you to be that. You know why? Simple as this. They want their actions, no matter how slanderous, no matter how libelous, no matter how egregious, They want their actions to be justified. And if they can just paint you as the worst thing possible, well, they then feel like their actions are justified. And everything they do, no matter how wrong it is, well, they get a pass because, well, you're aligned with people with a person that killed, I mean, a lot of people. Let's just say that genocide, mass genocide that we're talking about here. And he has a funny mustache. And they'd rather liken that to you. So as they swing on you and punch at you and all that stuff, they just want to be able to say, well, they're Nazis, so it's okay. Fucking idiots. Wherever you're viewing the content, I appreciate you. If you enjoyed it, you may be interested in my comic book company, Rippaverse Comics. Our first book and campaign, ISOM #1, brought in $3.7 million with tens of thousands of satisfied customers. Visit Rippaverse.com to check out our store and stay up to date with the latest campaigns from one of the hottest new comic book companies. Also, my first big step towards a parallel economy was the development of my personal website, ericdjuly.com. This entirely replaced my Patreon. Now, if you enjoy this content, please consider becoming a member over at the website. We have an ever-expanding list of perks for various membership tiers, a forum, and a phone app. Some of these perks will even benefit you if you're fans of the Rippaverse. Anyway, I appreciate you so much for being a supporter and or customer. I even got a little love for my haters.